If they call you a foreigner, guys, you should be happy. Because foreigner is somebody who doesn't stay in his comfort zone. Foreigner is somebody who moves from one place to another. You prove to me your grandparent, 3 generations, was actually the citizen of the country you are claiming that you are from. Do you think that is something wrong, leaving your village to town? Do you think something wrong, leaving the town to another country? Do you think something wrong, leaving the country to another continent? This have been happening a long time, guys. We're going to be a foreigner for all of our life. If you check your generation, nothing proves that your grandparent is actually from the land you call your land today. You don't even know if your grandparent was from the neighboring country. But nothing stopping you calling your fellow brother or your fellow sister foreigner. If you are a foreigner, you should be happy. If they call you foreigner, you should be happy. Why? You should be happy because you are somebody who know how to change your status. You should be happy because you know what to do to have a better life. You know what to do to be successful in life. This is just a way of motivating you guys. You know, we was a slave just because white people come and take us to better their life. White people travel. They run away from their continent, come to Africa to look for our minerals. If I take from our ancestor, for three generations back, we were just foreigners. All of us were foreigners. I think there's a very good thing about foreigner than bad thing. Tell me, guys, even though white people took us as a slave, we learned from them. Even though white people colonized us, today we speak in English because of them. Today we got roads in our places, our different country because of them. So there was a bad part of foreigners and a good part of foreigners. We got white people who are African, but their parent was foreigners. Whites who are African today, they came from somewhere. Don't you think that we have to look in the foreigner a better part than to look a wrong side of a foreigner? I think there's a many part and many good part in a foreigner than the bad thing. We just need to capitalize what is good in foreigner and make use of it, than concentrate ourselves or than disturbing ourselves seeing what is bad in a foreigner, because there's a more good thing than the bad. Despite the fact that they were coming to Africa to loot, they came to Africa to loot, but if you check very well, we gain also from those foreigners. We learn from them. And we are what we are today because somebody came from somewhere and teach us something. We should acknowledge that foreigner is here also to contribute. It's for the citizen to know how to make partnership with foreigner so that they can have a better life. And then I want to say to a foreigner that if they call you a foreigner, guys, you should be happy. Because foreigner is somebody who doesn't stay in his comfort zone. Foreigner is somebody who moves from one place to another. You move from your village to another village. You move from your town to another town. You move from your country to another country just because you want to make sure your future become green. You move because you are looking for a greener pasture. You move because you are looking for knowledge. You move because you want to be rich. If you stay in one place, how can you get a better network? If you stay in one place, how can you learn different things? If you stay in one place, how can you be more successful? In life, we want to be all successful. You see people in the different countries in the world. They will travel. They will actually travel to a better country because they want a better life. You see people in the different country. They will travel because they want to go and study. They want to get a better job. If you stay in the one place, how will you grow? So a foreigner is a great man. And we are all foreigners. Because if you check your family well, you realize that your grandparent come from another country. That's why we are all foreigners.
Technician, entrepreneur, business people, traveler, Fokou Media is your channel. Subscribe like and share.
Prove to me your grandparent, three generation, was actually the citizen of the country you are claiming that you are from. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. At this channel, we talk about the life of African living in the diaspora. We talk about the life of Africans living in the foreign land. I want to ask you a question today. Guys, tell me, have you ever lived more than a year out of your country of birth? Tell me, how long have you lived out of your country of birth? Because if you have ever lived out of your country of birth, I believe you should be lenient. I believe you should give a credit to any foreigner around you. You should give a credit to any African living with you in your country. Guys, it's always a story of foreigner, and this hasn't stopped. Most of us are actually a citizen of a country. It's not meaning that our ancestor was the citizen of that same country. Most of our grandparents travel from one country to another. Most of our grandparents ran away from war and they come to a new country. They establish themselves. They give birth to you. And then after 2-3 generations, you call yourself a citizen of that country. In most cases, we are all foreigners. You just have to look like 3 generations. You realize that one or all your grandparents came from a neighboring country, came from another country. So, do you really think we have a right of discrimination? Foreigner is just a woman being like you. And before being a citizen, that man, that woman was just a foreigner. And today, you just have to see how you can live with him. We will never stop people traveling from one place to another, because actually traveling is a bonus in life. Yeah? Guys, don't forget that a traveler is a clever man. Traveler is somebody who suffers. Traveler is somebody who change culture. Traveler is somebody who learn new languages. Traveler is somebody who know how to deal with loneliness. Traveler is somebody who know how to deal with discrimination, with color. A traveler is somebody who doesn't care about the accent. Just me as I'm talking. I don't care about my accent. I may be speaking a broken English. Thank you guys. Share your experience as a foreigner with us.